Hi everybody. Ooh, there's so much stuff on here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here and you like what you see, maybe don't subscribe because I don't do this very often. I have been going through it, through it, through it, and around it, and underneath it, and then climbing over top of it, and it all falls down on top of me. I have no motivation to do anything. I'm gonna take me a long break after Christmas is over and just like do nothing. So yeah, this is a bunch of stuff I crocheted during my mental breakdown. Where to start? I know where to finish, I think. Yeah, so let's just go through some of this stuff. I don't know why I started crocheting again. I was just like, I think I saw a video and I was like, I want to make that, and I made it, and then I was like, I want to make some more stuff. And then before I knew it, there was just yarn everywhere, and sweaters and socks and hats and scarves and head wraps and ornaments and a whole bunch of stuff. So these are some ornaments I made. I found this, like, Hobby Lobby sells these little like mini skeins of yarn, and I was like, oh, I think like I had to buy the green separately, but all the other ones are like the mini skeins, and I think it was like the burgundy next to the blue, and I was like, that looks like Christmas. Um, so I couldn't really find like a pattern, but I was like, well, it starts. I mean, this is how you start a hat. Is just this, and then you just keep increasing. So I made this is one that I didn't finish. Oh no, I just saw. Oh, here it is. Um, I did. It's not. I mean, I didn't not finish it. It's just not finished yet. So these are worked up where it's. This is just a Dollar Tree ornament because I wasn't like, why would you put glass inside of this? But you do half. This is not half yet. It still needs like another row of something. And there's no like, I didn't follow a pattern. I was just like, let me just do whatever. Like this one's got little baubles on it and um, like some overlay crochet and crisscross. I just kind of like them because they look like indent ornaments. So yeah, you do half of it. You crochet half, and then come back and either crochet them together on the ornament, like there's one side here and one side here, or I think I seamed. Well, I did such a good job at this one, I can't tell. I think this one is seamed. This one's definitely seamed, just because it looks uh, not as neat. But I really like this one with the little bobble stitches around the front. This is probably going to be a back because the backs are plainer. This one's not. Oh, this one's fancy. And oh, and then I did one where instead of going on each side, I started from the top and made half, and then started from the bottom, made half, and then seamed them together. This one actually might be crocheted. I don't know, but so that one just looks like a little striped ornament like that, and they're all pretty cute, and they were fun to make. It's just I have a problem with being still. Like I can't just watch a movie or I can't just like listen to it. Like I have to do something else. Um, so it was something to do. What do I want to do next? Let's see. These are some socks I made following a pattern. Um, yeah, they are. I don't know. My mom tried them on. She said it hurts right here because you're gathering all these stitches at this point, and I tried to like figure it out on my own how to make this like a seam instead of a something where it's all gathered in the middle, and it did not work out well. But see, like this part right here, like this is just a bunch of stitches all together to form the toe. And I know there's patterns where you can actually like knit the foot and then knit the heel, and it looks like more like a sock. But these are just supposed to be like slipper socks, and they hurt my mom's foot. And then I made a pair for my sister, and those are too big. And I know my sister is going to be like, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So I'm either giving these to my sister or Michelle or somebody, but Michelle's got little bitty feet, so these might be too big, but they're fun. Head wraps. I started making head wraps. Oh no, here we go. Oh no, this is a head wrap. This is just a rectangle that's been crocheted however, and then you join it together to make a wrap. Like an ear warmer wrap. I made a bunch of these. I don't know where they're all at, but I know I made a bunch. and I was using this yarn because y'all know mustard's like my favorite color. Uh, so yeah, I found this gold. Most of this yarn is probably from, some of it's from Michaels, most of it's from Hobby Lobby. Um, but yeah, so this just, you make a long rectangle, flip the edges, and sew them. So they make the little knot right there, which is not really a knot, it's just like a fold over thing. But these are really cute. I think this one actually fits. Not that I would wear this, but wait, what am I doing? Okay, it goes like that. So does this one fit? Yeah, this one kind of fits my head, but my rule for making hats is that if it fits my head, it's too big. If it almost fits my head, then it's probably the size of a normal person's head and not my big gargantuan melon ball head. So yeah, that's cute. This is another one. This one's small, and the yarn from where I wove the end in is sticking out. But yeah, this one's like for a kid size. But they're kind of reversible too, because like this side is where I ended, so it's got a little bit more stretch to it, and this is where I started. Oh no, this was, yeah, this is where I started, so it's like not very stretchy, and this yarn isn't stretchy either. But this side is a little stretchy, so if you have a smaller head, but this is like a kid size. If you have a smaller head, you would wear it like this, and if you have a bigger head, you could do it like this, because your head gets smaller as it goes up to a point, like a cone head. This looks like another, yeah, this is just, is it popcorn? I don't know. I like this yarn. I don't know what yarn this is, but see, like this edge is the beginning, and then this is the top part. So bigger head you would wear it like this, smaller head you could wear it like this. So they have a little bit of give in them. All right, this is me trying to make something for myself. So it's like the headband with the twisted part, and then I was trying to turn it into like a beanie, but I don't know what happened. It's too big, and if it's too big for my head, it's too big. Um, but yeah, I mean, it would kind of be. I think I need to like. I think I need to think on it. What are you crying about? Get in your bed. Is your bed not in here? Okay, so these are. I think there's just scarves and hats and the sweater, which whew, I got a story about that. So this is the mandala sequin yarn from, is it Lion brand maybe? It's gotta be Lion. I found these and I hate the mandala yarn because the color transition, there is no color transition. Like it just goes from one color to the next. Like there's a little bit of where it's darker here and then it goes into the black, but like it's very blocky. Like, I mean, you can see on this one too. These are both the same kind of yarn. So this is just like bobbles, I think, and I don't know what that is. I don't know. I always like, I'm gonna look up a pattern, and then I'm like, I'll just wing it. So these are for Michelle's kids. I think this one will probably go. Clara will probably take this one, and Corinne will probably take this one. So they're, I mean, they fit on my head, but they're like small. Like they're not as long. So I think they'll fit kids' heads fine. But yeah, it's got sequins in it, and it's super cute. It was fun to crochet these pieces of other crochet on top of them. So yeah, these are just two little hats. These are some more hats. Let's see. I just did this one the other day. It's a you can see it's spirals kinda. I don't know if you can actually see that. I can see it, but all the stitches lean one way. Yeah, this one fits really good, but it's not my color. And this is like a chunky yarn. I like chunky yarns just because it goes fast, and I just feel like I get more done. Like if I'm working on something like this sweater that took a million years, it's hard to like stay motivated to finish that. So yeah, this is just a regular hat. This is a I don't know if I like that, but yeah, this is a This is a gift. You take these pom-poms and you blow them with the hair dryer and they get nice and puffy. This one's just, it's been like in the bottom of a pile like this, so it's kind of smashed. This actually has a little made with love tag on it, but I made my own. Because it was $4.99 for 4 of these. No ma'am. So $4.99 for this giant piece of leather, which I did some on this side and they were like too dark, so I did some on this side. I'm just going to pull one of these out. These need to be like cleaned up because all that black on there is like burnt, obviously, but it's a little crown on a hexagon. There's some masking tape on top of it. And then all those little, we see that? All those little, what is with the light in here? Those little blue dots, those are holes where it'll get poked out like that. You can see the hole now, and then you stitch through there. But because this has like some soot on it or char or whatever, I just go through and, you know, put them on under some water and just go over it. And you're probably not supposed to wash leather like that, but it gets it nice and clean, and then they get stitched on just like this. So, and I still have enough where I can, if I want to do them on the other side, it's just, they had like a lighter leather and a darker leather, and I bought the darker because I did not like how orange the other one was. But then I engraved them, and I was like, because if you put black on top of this, you can barely see it. I don't have one over here, but yeah. So this one looks better, and I like is the other side of the leather like the suede side? I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, this one's got a pom-pom on top. This is just like a basket weave kind of thing. This has got a pom-pom that's on an elastic. This is a pom-pom from Joann's. These are $5.99. The ones from, what happened to it? These from Hobby Lobby are $2.29. And then I got an entire bag from Amazon for like $12.99, and I think there's like 20 in here. So, yeah. Those are not as big as, like, this one's huge. And it was the cheapest out of the ones I could find. The ones from Joann's, I'm just like, that is ridiculous. I think the only reason I bought them, they were on sale or something. But it has a little, they all come with this little thing. So this one has a button inside where if you need to wash this for whatever reason, you can pull the elastic off. I can't pull the elastic off because my fingers are fat, but you can pull that off and then put this on the side, unsnap this, and wash the hat. Do people wash hats? I mean, I haven't wear a hat long enough for me to be like, this needs to be washed. Also, I don't have any hair, so maybe my hats stay cleaner than other people's. But yeah, I'll probably give this to someone for Christmas. This is what I made for myself, y'all. This is that hand-dyed wool from Hobby Lobby. It's like $15 for... It's $15, so it's like 5 times more expensive than any other yarn I usually buy from Hobby Lobby, but I was like, I really want a hat for me, and I did not realize when I bought it that it had this much pink in it, but I don't care. I mean, I won't wear lilac, but I'll definitely wear pink. And it fits me my head really good. It's got a little bit of room at the top, which I like. And it's super warm because it's 70% wool and 30%... I thought it said viscose, but I don't think it's viscose. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. It's warm. Like, it crocheted up really well. And I just did, double crochets and then, a little crisscross thing here and singles and a little bit of ribbing at the bottom. And yeah. So that one's for me. A bunch of them started out for me, and then I was like, no, I don't want this. This one I really like, except it's supposed to... I don't know if you can even see it. Oh, here's my tag. See, that one's already on there. That's what they look like after they're washed. So it's just like a crown, but not like a big black crown. It's a little lighter. This is a star stitch, and when you do it, it kind of, instead of going like straight like a scar, it kind of goes this way. So when you seam it together, it's supposed to have a twist to it, which you can see it does, but it's not like enough of a lean that it looks intentional. It just looks like maybe I messed something up, but whatever. And this one, because that button was nonsense. This one has a snap on it. So you just snap it off. Clear the hair out of the way to get it back on. There we go. And then it's on there. And I just bought snaps from, they're so expensive. Like, they were like $4 for 4 of them, and I was like, this is a tiny piece of metal. Like, why is it? But they're pretty big snaps, but still. I'm sure I could find them cheaper on Amazon or something. But yeah, I do. It's like there's a bunch of bulk in the pom-pom, and then there's bulk at the top of the hat. But I think if you're gonna like if you think you're gonna wash these, like putting the snaps on is good. You can buy them with the snaps too, but they're more expensive, and that's not how I do. So yeah, I really like this hat. I don't know who's getting this, but yeah, it's super cute. Do we have white pom poms? I mean, I had white pom poms to these hats for the kids. All right, this is yeah. We just got scarves in this sweater you left. This is what yarn is this? I feel like I should know, but I don't. It's just a, is it a V-stitch? Maybe? It's just, I just crocheted a long triangle, and then it's an infinity scarf, so it's got a twist in it right here. And then it's seamed up the back, so that's the only place where you can really see where the colors change, which I don't really like that, but, you know, if you put it on, and then it's, you know, if you wear it like this, kind of doubled, you're not going to see that, and most people probably don't care about that, so yeah. But this is, I have like 2 or 3 people who still need gifts. I don't know which one of them is getting what, but you know, they don't need gifts, but I'm giving them gifts, that kind of thing. So yeah, I like this one. The yarn is kind of abrupt, like see there's a definite line right there where the colors change, but it's still pretty nice. This one, I really like this yarn. I don't know what it is. I probably should have used the hook that was much, much bigger. And I don't know what stitch this is. It looks like the star stitch, but it's not. It's like it's got a halo on it. This is a cowl, which that's where it's joined. Did not do a great job at that. But I made it, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be like this big giant cowl that just kind of sits on your shoulders, but it's super stiff. It's not super, I mean, it's soft. It's very soft, but it's like the fabric is really dense. So when you put it on, it just kind of sits really high. And I don't know. I mean, oh, it smells so good too. I would take this apart and like reuse the yarn to like try to do this better, but anytime a yarn has like this halo on it, it's like impossible to frog out. It's not impossible, but you know, I probably got this yarn on clearance somewhere. I wish I knew though, because I really do like it. So yeah, that's just a big giant cowl. This, let me, before I get to that one, this still needs the ends woven in. I don't know, like I made this and I was like, that was easy, I'm gonna make 5 more of them. Wait, how does it go? Okay, so it sits like that on the neck, around the neck, with these 2 braids. They're supposed to be kind of tacked together, but you put it on with a button, and I really don't like that. I would prefer that it was, like I did it, the buttonhole is here, and the button will go here, and that's how it'll attach. Actually, I'll probably do it like that, so the button is not showing on the back. But if you're wearing like a jacket with this or something, or your hair is down, you're not going to see it. But yeah, this is a pattern by, I don't know. I think it's on We Love Crochet or something like that. Is it this way or is it this way? I guess it doesn't matter. So it would hang like that. So it's 2 braids, but they're just 4 strips that you braid together and then stitch the other end and then stitch everything together. So I really like doing this. And the pattern called for like this complicated stitch, and I was like, we don't have time for all of that. I just do back loop, front loop, whatever, make it look a little rich. So this is like, this came out really well. And this is the Walmart anti-pill yarn, which I wish they made in every color. They have like black, white, mint, pink, and gray. Like there's only 5 colors. But it's just so nice. It doesn't get like, it doesn't split, it doesn't get fuzzy. It's easy to work with, it's soft. So Yeah, I really like how this came out. Not such a fan. I might end up redoing these ends because I'm just looking at them and I was just like, no. But this section looks good. Let's see, it kind of, would hang kind of like this, but you go through and kind of stitch these in spaces to keep this braid together, and then you stitch, I think you like just tack the bottom of this to the bottom of this so it doesn't, so it hangs right, so it hangs more like that. So before I did that, I found this other, because I love cables, like I love knitted cables, but I can't knit, I can't. So I found this cable cow. I think I followed the pattern for the most part, and it took 7.5 years in Tibet for me to do this. Because you go through and you make loops, and then you come back and you double crochet around the loops to make these links, and then do the whole thing, and it's constructed like, I mean, look, it's very long. It's not as long as it needs to be, I think, but maybe I'll just give it to somebody with a little neck. So you do all these, and then they're just, as you're crocheting it, they're just flapping around like this, and then you come through and you, okay, calm down. You go through and you feed them into each other to make the braid, so it's not actually a real cable. But I think doing a real cable crocheted would be so much easier than this. It took forever. It took so much yarn, obviously. And then you wear it like, I have to go through and like make these slightly smaller because the holes for the buttons or the toggles here, they are too big so they don't fit in there correctly. But if I just make the loop a little bit smaller, it would fit better. And then I think one goes like here. I might just put like a snap here, and then it sits on the neck like that. So it's super bulky. It's pretty. It's just, oh my god. Like, I seriously, I would do like 2 or 3 rows, and I was like, I can't do this. And then I'd do like 2 or 3 more rows, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna pull it all out. But I'm not great at crochet. Like, I'm not super fast. 1,000 times better than I was ever at knitting anything. But I really like this. It came out pretty good. This is just I think it's called the braided cowl. Um, yeah. I mean, I'm like trying to think of something else to say about it, but yeah. So say like if you just, these just, they're in there, but they're not. But if it was squeezed just a little bit tighter, it would fit better, I think. And I love these little toggles. I got the little toggles from Hobby Lobby when they had their notions on clearance, on sale, not clearance. All right, and then this, y'all, when I tell y'all about this sweater, it took a long time because it's a lot of stitching. The pattern is not like super complicated, but this started out as a marigold sweater, which it's supposed to be wait, there's a front and a back to this because one of these stitches is not, like, this is where it ended, so I made sure that's in the back. All right, so this is the front. It started out as marigold sweater, where you make the front panel and you make the back panel, and then you do these sleeves that are giant lacy balloon sleeves. And there's a video on how to do it, but the designer is like definitely not want to give anybody who doesn't own the pattern information on how to do it. So she's like, chain the number in the pattern and then do this. And the pattern is so complicated. Like, if there was a video that I could follow, I think I would have been able to do, like, I was doing it and I had like 6 inches of a sleeve, but I just said, there's no way. I said, first of all, it had these giant bobble stitches in it. It was using up so much yarn. And I was like, nope. I said, I bought 3 skeins. That's what I'm using to make this sweater. So I kept the panels. And then I said, okay, I just need to figure out different sleeves. So I tore back all the lace stuff till I just had like this part. And I tried like 7 different stitches to find something I liked. And I couldn't do it. So tore back the arms, frogged the entire sweater, started over with a pattern by Hey Carrie. I'll try to link it if I remember, which y'all know I won't. But yeah, so this is made with front panel, back panel, 2 sleeves, and then everything seamed down under the to say that can't be an, because I trimmed all the, I woven all the ends and trimmed everything this morning. Ugh. And it had a lot of ends because I was using pieces of a different project. So it seamed down from here, and then I think I'm gonna go back and, cause she had ribbing up here. I tried to do it, but you do it like vertically. You know, it's not like when you do it down here. Well, it is like when you do it down here, except like you're doing it in thin air, and then attaching it. So I think I'm gonna go back and just try to add something here because I tried this on my mom, who is, um, you know, she's like pretty much average sized, and it kind of made like a boat neck, which that's fine, except it's a pretty warm. It's going to be a pretty warm sweater. It's not washed yet, so it's still a little. But yeah, it came out super cute. It was not like painfully long to make. It's just the process of being like, I want to make a sweater, and then getting from the sweater I wanted to make to a variation of the sweater I wanted to make to an entirely different sweater was a couple of weeks. But I think it came out really good. I like this yarn. This is the Living, what is it called? Big Twist. Big Twist from Joann's. And it's acrylic because, listen, nobody that I give presents to needs to wear wool. Nobody. I mean, I have a hat with wool in it. I'm like, when am I going to wear that? But yeah, this came out super good. It's nice and neat on the inside. I think. Watch, I'm going to say that there's going to be like a random... Oh, there's like a woven in part right there. That's not as pretty, but whatever. And I think I'm going to put my little tag like down here. You know, somewhere on the bottom band. But this is done. Like it, I can gift it now after it's washed, but I think I want to go back and add something to the collar. But yeah, that's the stuff I made, and I don't know, is this my last video for the year? I really hope it is, because I am just, you know, I have been through it. I hope I can talk about it one day. I don't think I will be able to, but yeah, things not going well over here. But you know what? I got a bunch of Christmas presents made. Nobody give them to. I mean, a lot of these stuff, they're just going to sit here forever. But yeah. Is there another half right here? Oh, look at that. Look, this one I was trying to make like a little flower. So it goes on like this. This goes on this side. This goes on this side. Once they're bigger, they still need like an extra row added, and then they're stitched through the middle, so. Yeah, I was trying to do like a flower with overlay crochet, just making crap up off the top of my head, and it kind of worked, but it's also kind of sticking out, so. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all this year if I don't make another video this year, but let me just check this right now, because if this is my last video for the year, I don't want to be like, bye. Let's see, today is the 5th. So on the 7th, you'd have a gift wrapping video. On the 14th, okay, so I still need another video. So this is not the last video. See you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Check out links down below. Bye.